Just a second, let me share the link. Okay, join in first. Sorry for the interruption. There was a bit issue in network, hence we couldn't connect you. So in this session, we will be talking about some of your queries. I am getting repeatedly many messages from your side, but due to being busy, I could not answer all of them. So I just want you to ask me the questions live here. You can go ahead with your questions. We'll discuss everything that is related to all your exams, namely SBI CBO, IBPS RRB, everything, PNB and Bank of India SO, and upcoming exams like Canara Bank and UCO Bank recruitment. Okay, so you can go ahead with your questions. I am here to attend all your live doubts, live queries. We'll be discussing everything, how to prepare for interview, what should be your strategy for all upcoming exams. We will discuss everything, and what is that in news currently, and what type of questions you may face in your upcoming exams. When will interview for IBPS RRB scale 2? I think the result is declared just 10-15 days back, 10 days back I guess. So it will be I think by this month end, or by starting January, they will conduct the interview. And what to prepare? Yes. Let me talk all about that. What to prepare? Okay. Good evening, Sasank. Good evening. Welcome to the class. Yes, let me tell you, RRB exam results are normally declared in 1st of January. Sir, I have applied for UCO Bank SO civil, very less posts, and what should be the strategies? I see. Yes. Sir, I am from BTech Mechanical. Almost I am not getting eligibility for many exams. I mean lateral entry. Good evening. Yes. Good evening. When CPO result will be declared? Will come. Okay, we'll discuss all that. We'll discuss all your queries. I will be attending all questions one by one. Don't worry about it. I am going to attend all your questions one by one. So first, you have asked about when will be the cutoff went too high. Okay, don't worry. Let me tell you first thing. IBPS normally declares final result by January 1st. This time they are running late, so they will conduct it very soon. And you are asking me about SBI CBO result. Wait, as of now, the junior associate main exam result is still awaited, right? So after the release of main exam result of SBI JA junior associate, they will declare the result. Yes, Rakesh, I am going to tell you. Yes. So I think in my last video I have discussed fairly about the cutoff. SBI CPO general category Gujarat circle cutoff could be. Yes, it could be. I think it could be around 60 to 70 for all regions. I cannot. Okay, sorry for discontinuation. It's network error. I'm sorry for that. But let me tell you, it's a very complicated math. But because the talent distribution is very uneven. It is not evenly distributed. Many students, those who are preparing with us, are top candidates, really top candidates. But I don't know how many others who are in touch with the preparation. So we cannot tell it, but see, in junior associates, in IBPS PO, the cutoff remains around 90 in main exam. Okay, so this exam is not as tough as all that exam. So it will remain when the PNBSO is completely impossible to predict cutoff marks for lateral entry segment. Okay, but based on my knowledge, my experience, my past exam appearances, I must tell you, normally the cutoff for all specialist officers remain 50%, around 50%. But this time this is completely different in the case of SBI CPO, because many of the candidates who have appeared for SBI CPO were just appeared just to face interview. They were not ready to face the written test. Those who were in touch with me were knowing that there was a written test. But all others, even the number one YouTube channels for bank exam preparation, were misguiding people that there will only interviews. Okay, so many people applied on a notion that there will be only interview, and they have not prepared and they are not in touch with preparation, only because they are having very busy schedule. Those who are inside SBI and applied for the post are not the right set of candidates which SBI is looking for. This is the first thing, and they really have no time to prepare for the interview. Sir, what about Ecobank vacancy, SO Civil only 4 vacancies? See, I am here to make you prepare for less number of vacancies. This is my strategy. I have qualified, I have already told you that I have qualified in Indian Post Payment Bank for single post pan India. So it is not that tough. You think it is tough to prepare for one post. You are not competing for one prime ministerial post. You are competing only one SO related post. Can we expect any new vacancies for lateral entry? I have told you from the very beginning of even before SBI CPO, I have told all my students that there are going to be many vacancies in lateral entry. Many vacancies in lateral entry. Many of you believed in me and you saw the number of banks recruiting lateral entries. And one thing I must tell you, the number is down only because of this corona incident. Okay, because internal promotions, internal transfers are not completely done, because many of PNB has done the internal transfers. PNB results say so wait for 15 days. Okay, PNB has done the transfers and the uproar in the what you call union. Okay, so you know all that, but let me tell you, I have already informed you, prepare for upcoming lateral entry exams. There are so many lateral entry exams which are on horizon. Okay, yes, good evening Madhu, welcome to the class. Welcome to the session. Okay, this is not a class. We take class with so many materials and with a bang, but nowadays we have so many exams completed and BOI, my students of BOI are now preparing. I have given a cooling period to them to prepare for quant and reasoning. So I am here to chit chat with all of you and to boost your morale and prepare for next set of examinations. So I forgot few questions what you asked before. Okay, you can repeat these questions. Okay, sir, expecting around 85 to 90 score in CPO. It's a good mark. 85 to 90 is a good mark. And you can see, you can analyze. I have analyzed the question how to attempt the Bank of India professional knowledge. Give me suggestion. Yes, you can attempt Bank of India. I think you have enrolled with us or not. In app, I have many professional knowledge materials, and our materials were completely in sync with the requirement, completely in sync with requirement. UCO SO exam, yes, UCO SO exam, those who are preparing, those who have already joined us, I will not charge them repeatedly because this charge is only notional in nature. We incur a high cost for preparing materials and this website development, etc. So these are one-time cost, and this will be same for all of you. You can join with me. We are developing more courseware for upcoming classes. We try to be exactly accurate, and you have seen it in SBI CBO, and everything is as per our planning. Okay, so you can join me. Those who have already joined, many of my friends have already joined me, so there is no issue. We will keep on preparing. This is our first set of batch, IBPS, SBI CPO, PNB, BOI, SO. So this much accuracy we have, so you can grow with us. We'll grow together. We'll contemplate all the questions before the exam. We'll just predict, but we will try to be accurate. I have told you I prepare materials that are completely dedicated to completely dedicated and focused materials. I will not teach anything out of syllabus, but whatever I will teach will be part of the syllabus, and we will be covering up to 90% of the syllabus very soon. Almost in the last video, many of you are telling me that the KYC video which we prepared, there were 6 to 7 questions out of the last minute preparation, out of the last minute video. Sir, I attempted 115 PNB SO civil. What are my chances, sir? Is there any sectional cutoff? No, there is no sectional cutoff, and I think your chances are fairly high. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I have told you the cutoff once, so don't worry. You will all be qualifying if you are scoring the marks around 60 to 70. 70 plus people should prepare immediately for interview. 60 plus should also start preparing. This will not go into vain. Chetan Sukla says, surely looking towards your course for SBI CBO once I clear exam. Nothing to worry. The classes are open for you. You can join anytime. Total candidate, I think it's 25,000. I think it's 25,000. I don't have any idea, any clue. I don't know the exact number. I think it's around 25,000. Okay, I believe it on basis of the attendance percentage which we have just tried to analyze. Okay, so what I was telling you is I forgot what I was telling you, but that's not the issue. We will be preparing accurate. One thing, how to prepare for interview. Many of you are asking me how to prepare for interview, and how many appeared in PNBS? No, I don't have any clue for that. Some, yes, sir, I'm from SBA. I just missed your comment, Himanshu. You can put it again. Okay. So many of you asking me how to prepare for interview. See, I will be telling you the strategy is simple. The strategy is very simple. What I will go to teach in my interview batch for the students. Yes, 70 out of 250. Yes, 70 out of 250. Yes. It may look very less number, but yes. I cannot say when SBI CBU result will come up. If anyone in internet says it, yes, hi, good evening, Harrier. Yes, welcome. If anyone says in internet that SBI CBU result is going to come out this day or that day, he is simply spreading the fake news. Okay? Yes. 6K. Yes, definitely. It's around 25K. Yes. So SBI CBU, no one can tell you, even from State Bank of India HR department, when the SBI CBO result is going to be declared. Okay, be sure about that. Don't believe in fake news. Nobody can predict, because it is predicted by many experts in banking industry, in YouTube industry, that the SBI Junior Associate Main Exam result is going to be declared in the last week itself. Last week, or most probably last week itself. But it was not declared. Okay. So after the result declaration of SBI J, the SBI CBO result will be declared. Okay. So that's good, you are going genuine reviews. Yes. So don't believe in predictions. Many people were asking me, predict what should be, if somebody gets 50 out of 250, what is the chance of selection in an interview? It depends if it depends. If more than if number of candidates are less above 50, then certainly I cannot deny that the 50 will not be the cutoff. See, in IBPS RRB, the cutoff marks were in rise from past few years. Okay, but this year the exam is as per I advised. So the cutoff may decline. It depends how many people are ready to prepare for the exam. Harihar, your messages are coming, but it's getting loaded. So I don't know why I am not getting your message. I I don't know why I'm getting this error in your messages. You can repost it, sir. Okay. So don't believe in that. I don't run a YouTube channel that is based on prediction. When will be the exam? When will be the what should be the cutoff? What should be the cutoff? I can tell you, but what is going to happen I cannot tell. Nobody can. But they do it in the sake of running the YouTube channel. But I am an educator. I am here to tell you what type of exam questions they are going to ask you. This is my domain. Yes, I have a bit more information than you because I am closely related to people who prepare all this, to people who are close to this examinations. I can tell you a bit more, but I cannot predict. If I am predicting, then if I am going to predict it, then I am simply wasting both of us our time. I and my friends can give you the suggestions how to crack the exam. I can tell you how to crack the exam. Okay, if I have reached basic in scale 1, what will be the benefit? You see, so many people are asking me what will be the benefit if I have reached a certain scale. What is the promotion policy for CBO after CBO is previous experience valid count for scale 2? No, previous experience will be valid for your increment. Okay, for your annual increment. But you have to spend at least 2 years in State Bank of India to get the next promotion. Okay, and if you have reached a certain scale, certain basic, and you are expecting that you are going to lose some of your benefits, then don't worry about it. State Bank of India is going to compensate you well, very well, and the promotion policy is better than all other banks. But yes, pressure could be higher. There are two kinds of pressure in State Bank of India, which is higher. I have already answered when the PNB exam result is going to be declared. It is going to be declared. I guess it will in 15th. I guess I don't have any clue. And I am not asked anyone because this type of questions are not asked in senior level when it is going to be declared. It is not asked. Sir, RRB scale 2 cutoff is 65.9 per GBO. What are the better marks in exam and interview to obtain the job? 100 marks, scale 2, 100 marks, and you do out of 20 in interview, then normalize the mark 20, you get around 15, you are through, you are at a better position. Okay, it will remain around 50 to 53 cutoff, final cutoff out of 100. So if you get 100, it is 40, and rest 15, it's 55. Share something about you, as your previous cutoff about CBO exam was reliable. I didn't get you. I will check your message again. What are you saying? Share something about you, as your previous cutoff about CBO exam was reliable. You too belong to banking field, sir. Yes, I am sharing so much of information about me. Don't worry about it. I have attempted 65 in CBO with more than 90% accuracy. Should I prepare for the interview? Yes, you should prepare for the interview. We should always hope for the best. Okay, the one thing is why you people are asking me, should I prepare for interview or not? This is a very, 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 very demotivating question. All of you should prepare for interview. The result will be declared by 15 December or after 15, any case around 15. I am not in prediction. I don't work for prediction. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you one thing. Many of you are asking me. There is someone in this group here. He is watching the video. He is commenting. I am not naming him. Once he was there. He has been to Kolkata to attend interview of Union Bank. He was damn sure Union Bank credit manager. It was his first interview, and somehow he has cracked the written test. He was not expecting it. He was damn sure that he is not going to crack the interview, and I was also sure about him. He is not going to crack the interview, but it was his first interview. He was into private banking space, and it was his first interview. After 4 years in space credit officer, what will be my salary? Only 4 increments are given. Okay, I am answering you. Don't worry. Let me tell you one thing. Why you people are asking me to whether to prepare for interview? I have this much of mark. Not Is this your last exam? Is this your last exam? If it is not, you must prepare for the interview. It is going to help you in your next written test and in your next interview. Even after next exam, you will get very less time to prepare for interview. So if you will prepare from today, this will not going to vain. Let me tell you. And that friend of mine has gone to Kolkata. Was not willing to go to Kolkata. He said, "See, I am going to fail, but there is no train running right now, or no train. He is not having time. He has to go into flight, and at that time booking of flight was required 10,000 because it was immediate booking. So he said, I am going to spend 30,000 around for failing in interview. Should I go? I said, yes, go and fail the interview, and my best wishes with you to fail in the interview. He said, why you are telling me? I said, yes, you have to fail the interview, so that you need to go. Okay. Yes, Rakesh, I am coming to you. And let me tell you, you are going to be the toughest candidate for the next set of exam. And for that, you need to fail this time. And he has gone there, failed this interview. They have grilled him, but in next all exams he has qualified, and he is now the scale 3 credit head for one of the banks in UP. Okay, so he is just now there with me with my YouTube. I think he was watching me live because I got one of his comments. So this is it. So you should prepare, and your strategy, I think you people think that the written test strategy and the interview strategy are different. Okay. Yes, I am coming to all of you. Wait for all your comments. Let me explain myself. I explain the interview strategy first, then I will come to answer all the chats. Don't worry about it. So many of you believe that the written test strategy and the interview strategy are different. This is not the case in banking specialist officer exam. Both these strategies are same. If you waste your time, if you invest your time for preparing for interviews, you are going to qualify the next written test and the next interview. So this is how I prepare my students. Even I have prepared my students so well in my last assignment for PNB, BOI and SBI CBO, so that even if they don't appear in my next lecture, and they watch only news or read only newspaper, they will find out what could be the question. Okay. Group discussion in CBO at the time of interview, maybe, but it's not sure, because in Corona time it may not be possible, and there will be in VC. Sir, PNB expected result date. I have already informed the 15th, around 15th. I cannot guess it. So someone was asking me about the pay scale, etc. Please tell me. You are not going to lose anything if you join in SBI CBO. And yes, if you are in scale 2 and have taken so many increments, 3-4 increments, and as you were saying, your pay scale is currently 34,000 something. That means you have just crossed 2 increments over the scale 2, because the scale 2 basically starts from 31,750, and if you are at 34,600, then you have already got 2 increments. Maybe in this case you are going to be a little loser. You can WhatsApp me with the details of your scale. We will discuss the same. I will tell you what is going to be your benefit. Okay, these are going to be one-to-one case. We will discuss that. Okay. Can we expect GD and interview for CBO? You expect interview. Okay. GD is generally done for elimination, and they are doing it by the way of, yes, they are doing it by the way of written test, and GD may not be possible because it will be a visit kind of nature. Okay. WhatsApp number you can find from the groups. You go to the description link, you join any of the groups that is provided there, and then you will find my number, or you just ping in the from the admin numbers, you will find the WhatsApp number. Okay, so this is it. So any more PSP credit manager positions will come, sir? I have already informed you there are so many posts are waiting to be filled. Don't worry. There are two posts that are very much in demand. The two posts are credit and risk. Okay, and then the few general banking posts. Few general banking posts. In risk, they are now preparing a new segment. That okay. Expected cutoff. See, expected cutoff will remain around 60 to 70. Don't worry about it. Yes, I was telling you that in these two exams, in these two fields, there are going to be many vacancies. Okay, and they will take few general banking officers too. But in specialized field, the credit and risk are in demand. In why they are in demand? Because earlier in banks there were very less risk management posts. Many of the risk managers were sitting in the in head offices, and few were sitting in the regional office. Okay, in corporate office, and few at regional level. But nowadays they want to place all of them in regional offices, in big branches, and in credit managers nowadays are being posted into branches. Okay, many big branches have their in-house credit managers and hubs. They are now working on scope and hub model, which was earlier adapted by State by HDFC, ICICI, etc. They have separate credit department. Banks were lacking behind. PSB banks were lacking behind, and now they have similar structure everywhere in banks. So there will be so many vacancies in Mac video on CBO interview process with 100% syllabus, means, topics. Yes, we have already created a dedicated batch. We'll have a dedicated class on SBI CBO interview. It will be for our enrolled students. You can join in. The links are there in the description. There we will be discussing everything. I have already given the setup. CBO exam was little tough, sir. Yes, that was an elimination process. So that exam was not tough, that was an elimination process. So it was okay. Okay, don't worry. It was tough in few segments, but it was okay. There were so many questions were there for you not to attend. Okay, so it is not tough. It was there for you to skip. They wanted a level playing field in banking awareness. Okay, in descriptive writing, they wanted a level playing field. Okay, so it's for that only. So you can join this interview batch. We will have dedicated class there. I have already my friends from various banks, various fields, various banks, and in chief manager positions are given the assignment to develop the course here especially for interview, and I will have already discussed the strategy I am going to adopt. I have already adopted for my previous batches. We are going to adopt them to make you crack for the interview. So don't think that interview you have to face few questions. What is your name? What are you doing? Who is there in family? These type of questions are very silly in nature. I don't make you prepare for them. Yes, I will make you prepare for some basic questions like introduce yourself, etc. They are basic, but yes, in SBI CBO it will be required a dedicated knowledge. Okay, see what they made in syllabus: preventing vigilance, KYC, practical in nature. So if you are preparing interview in conventional way, then you are certainly going to lose. When interview classes will start very soon. I think from 15th of December we will start the written exam interview batch. Okay, 15th of many results will come. IBPS, RRB people are joining in. So you have to wait till 15th of December. We will have the syllabus ready. I have a marriage function in my family to attend. I will spend 6-7 days there. So post that we will be starting the class from 15th of December. We will start continuous classes on interview preparation, and before that, if I get time, we will have warm-up sessions. Okay. So the interview strategy should not be like you appear in other interviews, PO interviews, etc. This is completely different. This will require domain knowledge. This will be requiring specific knowledge. So you have to be focused. Don't prepare everything on earth. Don't prepare simple interview strategies. Don't watch all these videos. This will waste your time. I have complete syllabus. I'm preparing complete syllabus. What to read, what not to read. They are going to ask you from the field of from your domain only. All the CBO aspirants, all the best. Whoever will be selected, yes, all of you will be selected. Many of you will be selected. Don't worry about it, because we have tried, we have worked at right direction, and those who are not going to crack this interview are all, yes, best of luck. Yes, from where should you start? I will be telling you. Don't worry. Will you also cover treasury subjects? No, I am not going to cover treasury subject, but I am going to cover interviews for treasury. I will also cover. I can cover treasury interviews. Okay. Most of the questions from treasury interview, and some specific questions I will suggest you have to prepare for yourself. Okay. You have to prepare for yourself. I will make you prepare for any banking interview, and I have not made any batch, any syllabus for treasury, that's for sure. But you will be asked all other questions except your specialization of treasury. So you can expect all these professional knowledge questions from banking domain, and I will make you prepare for that. And rest will suggest how to prepare, what type of questions you have to prepare. And those who are asking me tips, yes, we are working on it. I will give you we have already created our batch for SBI CBO, sorry, interview batch for SBI CBO, IBPS, RRB. It is for all the exams. Those who have not enrolled in any of my batches, they can join directly there. The links are there in description. We will discuss everything, and we will be preparing dedicated material. Don't worry about it. It will be given to you before time, and the batch will commence on 15th of December. Okay, join before 15th of December. We'll start the batch, and the interview strategy should be different from IBPS PO. From IBPS including clerk, there is no interview right now. So it should be different from PO exam and all other interviews, because you are appearing specialist officer exam interviews and in big banks like PNB, State Bank of India. So they are not going to ask you silly questions. There will be 2-3 questions from your family, from your background, from you, but there will be much more question on banking professional knowledge, practical professional knowledge. Okay, I think you have seen the example how SBI CBO, they have asked you about AML, KYC, preventive vigilance. These are the topics that we often use in banks. Okay, in branches, every quarter there are meetings. There are reviews held in branch level for preventive vigilance measure. Okay, so you need to be in line with your current banking developments, and you must know what is there, what is trending, and what are the practices. Principal practice of banking, the subject of JIB, is one of the useful subjects, and you have to be more practical in nature to crack these interviews. Okay, I will come up with all complete detailed syllabus, what to read and what to skip. I will talk all of them. Okay. Any other questions you can ask me, or we'll talk in our next class. Anyone having any other question, please ask me. You can ask me. Any other question, friends? This was a long lecture, I guess, for interview preparation. I have not prepared the syllabus yet. Some of the materials are ready. We are preparing, and I have some family function to attend, and my colleagues and my friends, those who help us preparing the materials, are currently working on it. So we'll be starting our batch from 15th of December. Till then you can enroll, links are there in description. Okay, Any other doubt, any other query? Because I am flooded with messages. Sir, there are so many candidates for SBI SO. Please start separate batch. Okay. Great suggestion. Great suggestion. We will start SBI SO. You mean to say about SME credit? SME credit, right? 3 महीने का टाइम देगा क्या सर SBI सर रिजाइन का? यस, मिल जाएगा, मिल जाएगा. इंटरव्यू क्रैक करो, सब मिल जाएगा. इट इज टफ टू क्रैक द इंटरव्यू, then you will get joining anyhow. Don't worry about it. This is not a private bank. Okay, they will say अगर आप नहीं आओगे तो हम किसी और को दे देंगे. ऐसा नहीं है, आपको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. If you have genuine issues, you will get the joining anyhow, even if you delay. Okay, there is a difference. And if they say that they will not give you, there are always remedies. In public sector units, there are a proper grievance redressal scheme. Job will not go anywhere. आपका साथ है सर, हो गया इंटरव्यू तो है. Great. This type of motivation I want in my students. I always say, if you believe you can or you believe you cannot, in both ways you are right. Okay. जिसको लगता है कि उससे होगा नहीं वो भी सही है, जिसको लगता है कि उसी से ही होगा वो भी सही है. ठीक है, एक्सपीरियंस का बात है और बिलीव का बात है, राइट? बिलीव शुड बी देयर, नो मैटर इफ यू फेल इन 1 or 2 attempts, no matter, you will come up with a bang. Those who fail, they learn more than those who succeed. It is always there, but you have to learn from your mistakes. You have to revisit your strategies and you can do wonders. No mock interviews are going to work in specialist officer exam and lateral entry exam. Okay, yes, you welcome. So you need to crack the interviews. See, one thing let me tell you, why I told you to prepare to crack interview. You have to prepare for written test. Interview will be conducted, I think, in January. The interview will be in January. Okay, every interview will be in January, I guess. Mostly all the interviews will be in January. So the batch is going to start at 15th of December. Why I told you that you need to prepare differently for interview? Let me tell you one thing. Yes, yes, it will be in January. All the interviews are going to be scheduled in January. And one thing let me tell you to all my students, that why I told you to prepare interviews differently. This is not an interview. You have to prepare like a written test. Why I told you, if you have prepared well for your written exams, if you have cleared all the basics, like you prepare for interviews, you try to prepare MCQs, you try to prepare specific study materials, all the arts, etc. What will happen? You will sit in an interview with confidence. When you have confidence, it reflects from your face. Okay, so to appear a banking interview with confidence, you should have knowledge in banking laws, banking legal matters, banking practices, and that will reflect from your face, and that reflection will make you crack the interview. With this note, I want to close this session. Any further questions, put forward within 30 seconds. If I find the question is interesting enough to answer, I will answer them. I will not skip any question, but you can ask me. I am there to answer all your queries. Else, I will wish you luck and I will give you time to prepare. It's great to chat with all of you again. Yes, Nagarjan says true, sir. Okay. Yes, I need to speak the truth. This gives you confidence. Okay. Expected cutoff. JIB, CIB cleared candidates will get an edge. I have told you about these catchy point of cracking JIB, CIB candidates. RRB interview December last or January 1st? Yes, great question. Many of you ask me that, sir, I have cleared JIB, CIB, I have cleared this exam, this certification exam, etc. Will I get benefited out of this? it is very dangerous to appear an interview with JIBCI. In both ways, it could swing. It could give you high mark or it could give you low mark. If you have cracked JIBCI, prima facie you are a preferred candidate, and the interview questions will be tough accordingly. If you can answer the questions that are asked in interview, looking into your background of clearing JIBCI, then there is an edge. Okay, but looking into your JIB and CIB background, they have asked you tough questions and you have not answered it. It is going to be against you. And yes, you cannot answer like all other candidates. You have to tell with definition. Once I have been told, explain holder in due course. I explained it. He said, no, you have so much of knowledge. Explain according to Negotiable Instrument Act. What is that? You have to quote every single word. You cannot change yourself. You have cracked JIB, CIB, CCP, MSME, or MBA, PGDBA in banking, so many courses. So you have to tell exactly with the terms that are used in Negotiable Instrument Act. This level questions are asked when you have background. So when you come for the exams with JIB, CIB, when you show it, come prepared. Yes, then only you have edge, you have an edge. Otherwise, it is going to act against you. Okay, so no need to harass if you have to know JIB, CIB. The one who is getting preferred, he is going to be asked tough questions. The one who is not having JIB, CIB is asked simpler questions. If he answer it more than his ability, then he gets he gets more mileage than the one who with JIB, CIB. Getting my point? This is how exams, the interviews work. I am not cleared yet. That is that yes. So you answer the questions, simple questions, answer in a better manner, you will get an S. Okay. So this is it. This comes with experience. No other man in YouTube, those who were making false claims that they are making you prepare for interviews for SBI, CBO cannot do it. I can challenge you, because they are not eligible to sit in exams. If they cannot sit in a specialist officer exam, how could they know what is the trend, what is the question they are going to ask? They are better than me in teaching PO and clock people, but there are very less number of people who are better in teaching to specialist officer and lateral entry exam. Because when I was preparing, when my friends were preparing, they were asking me, and we were asking each other, who is the man, who is the one who is giving true classes for lateral entry segment. We found no one. Hence we started it. Okay. So here you have a solution. That's why we have launched an app, website, etc. We are going to help all of you in future times. And the only motive I have in my mind is that there should be divide between the specialist officer and lateral entry aspirants in banking segment. One, those who are preparing with us, and those who are not. So this is in my motive. This is the only motive on which we people are working. Thank you for being with me. We'll be back with our interview batch. You can join in. If you have not subscribed to this channel, we are almost close to the mark of 2000 subscribers. I think I am just left with 70 more subscribers. You can help me by sharing it, or else you can, if you have not subscribed it, then please subscribe it. It should look more powerful. More subscribers, more power to the channel. I want it from all of you. Okay, good night, take care, prepare, and I will be there to make you prepare and make you crack. I believe all my students are going to crack all these exams sooner or later, today or for the next exam. Many of you will crack these exams, these 3 batches, and all others will crack the next set. This is the level of confidence I want inside all of you. If I believe on you, I count on you, you must believe on yourself. Thank you. Okay. Good night. Take care.